Welcome, my friends. Yes, welcome to another episode of Nintendo Nightcap, bringing you, as always, all the latest Nintendo news. And today is all about the Metroid series with a little dash of Pikmin 4 as well. We're hearing that Metroid Prime 5 is in the works, and it has been for a while. We're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about Mercury Steam, the developers behind Metroid Dread, because they've got two Metroid projects on their hands. And we're going to talk a little bit about Pikmin 4 for the Switch too. Before we jump into those stories though, my friends, if you want to help out the channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. As I said, it does help us out a lot. And then put up a chair right next to me so we can talk about the first story of the day. And that is Mercury Steam, of course, the developer behind the critically acclaimed Metroid Dread. Apparently, according to Nash Weedle, is working on two Metroid projects. One of them is a touch-up, a Switch 2 edition of Metroid Dread, and another one is on another Metroid game entirely. And I sat down with him a while ago to do a little podcast in Spanish, but I got the translation down for you so you don't lose out. And this is what he said about Mercury Steam's Metroid projects. Check it out. ¿Se sabe algo de lo que están haciendo ellos o no? Yo no sé por qué no paro de pensar que estarán trabajando en aún otro Metroid también. Igual en 2D, pero mi mente es, ¿no? Yo pienso que han visto lo que han hecho con Dread, que no pegó fuerte, era para mí el juego del año, los critics le encantó. Y yo pienso que Nintendo sería tontos, ¿no? Para decir, mira, bueno, haz otra cosa. Seguro que han dicho, mira, tenemos Super Metroid, tenemos, ¿no?, otro que podrías hacer. ¿Tú cuándo crees que vamos a suponer lo que están haciendo Mercury Steam? ¿O no ha pasado demasiado tiempo? Metroid Dread pasó hace años ya, entonces...
Sí.
Nadie sabe algo.
Hombre, yo ya he comentado, hace tiempo, es más, comenté la primera compañía en tener un kit de desarrollo en España, evidentemente, y llevan tiempo trabajando.
Bueno, eso que te iba a decir, si fueron uno de los primeros para coger un kit, entonces eso, lo que el trabajo del juego estará ya avanzado.
Primero han trabajado en mejorar Dread y luego...
Enseguida.
Y luego en otro...
Hay más Metroids.
Sí.
Mira, ¡oh! Van a venir por nosotros. Es que sería...
No, pero yo ya lo he publicado en X.
Sí, que estarán trabajando en otro Metroid. ¡Uy, madre mía! Es que sería ilógico no hacerlo. So, my friends, there you go. Very interesting news indeed. I myself was hoping there was going to be a Switch 2 edition of Metroid Dread, so it's good to hear that that's on the cards. I'm wondering now whether we're going to see that in the rumored direct that's meant to be happening, hopefully, next week. So we'll have to wait and see. But regarding the other Metroid project, I'm thinking, what could it be? Could it be a brand new title, or could it be a remake of Super Metroid? Because that would be amazing. And something tells me that's what they might be working on. Now, of course, how far into development could the game be? We're not really sure, but the fact that Nash says that Mercury Steam were one of, if not the first developer, at least in Spain, of the indies to get a dev kit, that bodes well as to where this project might be in the timeline. But there you go, very interesting indeed. The next story of the day, though, my friends, is the big one, and that is Nash Weedle is saying that Metroid Prime 5 is in development and has been for a while. He's saying that basically not long after they started development on Prime 4, at some point there in the development, they started work on Prime 5. And again, I spoke to him about this in our conversation, and this is what he had to say about it. Check it out. Creo que tú has confirmado que a la misma vez de trabajar en el 4, están trabajando en el Metroid Prime 5, ¿no?
Evidentemente ellos no te lo pueden confirmar.
No, ellos no han dicho, pero sí.
Pero
digo, es algo que tú has publicado, ¿no? Tú has dicho.
Sí. Es así. O sea, es así. Ocurrió con el 2 y el 3, no es algo muy extraño. La gente dice, pero ¿cómo va a ser? Ya ocurrió con el 2 y el 3.
Sí, es lógico, es como en el cine a veces, ¿no? Hay películas que graban el segundo y la tercera a la misma vez para que no sean años entre los dos.
Exacto.
¿No? Lo han hecho con el Matrix 2 y 3, Back to the Future 2 y 3, lo hacen muchas veces.
Claro.
El Lord of the Rings.
Nintendo la inversión que ha hecho en Retro Studio no es para hacer un juego.
No,
desde
exacto.
luego. Y si haces el juego de esta manera, te ahorra muchísimos costes.
Sí.
Y además de que puedes hacer muchas cosas con la historia y con el argumento que luego
Sí.
veríamos en el 5.
Y entonces, porque lo que quería preguntarte sobre eso era si iba a ser, porque como has dicho tú, ¿no? Que para este juego han traído gente, ¿no? Esos veteranos de Call of Duty y muchos juegos así. ¿Será el mismo equipo, tú crees? Que, ¿no? Que se van a quedar esos mismos veteranos para trabajar en el 5 o...
Que están trabajando.
Sí, ¿no? El mismo...
Sí,
mismo
sí.
equipo, mismo...
Que no es que vayan a trabajar, es que están trabajando.
Están el mismo, sí.
Sí,
Eso lo pregunto.
El desarrollo no ha ido exactamente paralelo, pero sí hubo un punto en el que empezaron también con el desarrollo del 5.
Sí. Bueno, esto no me deja muy contento. Oh, my friends, there you go. Even more interesting news there from Nash Weedle. I encourage you to follow him on X. All of his socials is in the description below, and he's always unleashing Nintendo news, so I definitely encourage you to go and follow him. But regarding what he spoke about, and something I didn't really think about in the moment when I had that conversation with him, but it's to do with the implications of the story, because as Nash alluded to right there, the fact that they're working on 2 games in tandem allows them to do very interesting things with the story. Rather than having a one and done story that cuts off after 4, they could have something that leaps into the 5th game, meaning could 4th end on a cliffhanger, which I would find kind of interesting, if not frustrated, if we have to wait years for Prime 5. But the fact that they've been working on 5 in parallel with 4, not right from the beginning, but Nash does say at some point they split off and they carried on working on 5, and that it will be not just Retro Studio, but all the veterans that they acquired from, you know, people who worked on the GTA series, Call of Duty series, Halo series, a bunch of games, Battlefield series. They're keeping the exact same team that's working on 4 at the moment and 5. So it's going to be the exact same team. So that's very exciting as well. It's in good hands. But when could we see it? Hopefully it's not going to be a massive amount of time. Could it be 2 years down the line after 4? I don't know. But I am definitely very, very intrigued about the implications this could have on the story. So there you go, my friends. Let me know in the chat what you think about this. Are you excited about Prime 5 hopefully releasing not too long after 4? What do you think this means for the story of Prime 4? That's what I want to know about. But right then, we got one little nugget left, and that is all to do with Pikmin 4, which again Nash Weedle posted about on X, and he's saying that there is going to be indeed a Switch 2 edition, and this is what he said about it over there on X. Simply, he just says a multiplayer mode for Pikmin is being developed, much more complete and complex than what we have seen in Pikmin 4. It will likely be an addition to the highly probable Nintendo Switch 2 edition and will be able to play online via game chat. So there you go, my friends. Even more news from Nash Weedle. I'm very excited about this specifically because Pikmin is one of my very favorite franchises. I love the co-op additions to it. I love the multiplayer additions to it. So I cannot wait for this. This seems as though it's at least almost done, right? As an addition. So this could definitely be something we see at that Nintendo Direct. I'm expecting to see a few Switch 2 editions at that Direct myself. So we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. Are you Pikmin fans as big as me? Let me know. Are you excited for this news? And what do you think about all the Metroid news we covered today? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, my friends, until the next one, I will be back tomorrow with all the latest Nintendo news. You have yourselves an awesome day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.